Carlisle's rant about ESPN's LaVar coverage is misguided. Dallas Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle ripped into ESPN on Sunday for publishing an article about LaVar Ball, saying that Lakers coach Luke Walton had lost his locker room. In doing so, Carlisle completely missed the mark about the dynamics of ESPN's partnership with the NBA. He said via USA Today Sports, ESPN is an NBA partner, and they've been a great one. But part of that partnership is that the coaches do a lot of things to help them with access, interviews and all those kinds of things. And in exchange for that, they should back up the coaches. No, they shouldn't. While ESPN is a business that pays exorbitant amounts for a multi-billion-dollar NBA rights deal, it also operates as a journalism entity. For those worlds to work, they have to remain separate, which has been a long-stated stance of ESPN. When business gets in the way of ESPN's journalism, as it did when the network pulled out of PBS's Frontline concussion investigation, it creates problems for the network. It's not the job of ESPN reporters to be a public relations arm of the NBA, and Carlisle should know that. He's been a head coach in the NBA for 18 years. There's never an exchange of positive stories for access. And regardless of Carlisle's opinion about LaVar Ball, it would be nonsensical to dismiss those comments as unworthy of printing. ESPN sent reporter Jeff Goodman to Lithuania to cover LaVar and his son's professional basketball debuts. The fact that the Lakers had already spoken with LaVar about toning down his public criticism of the Lakers automatically made this new public criticism newsworthy. It would have been journalistic malpractice for Goodman to listen to LaVar say those things about Walton on the record and not print it. Goodman handled that story just as he should. Just as the Lakers knew exactly what they were getting into when they drafted Lonzo Ball. LaVar had been like this at every level of his son's basketball careers. He got ex-Chino Hills coach Stephen Gilling fired because of petty disagreements. None of this should have been a surprise. Carlisle can defend his peer. That's his job as president of the NBA Coaches Association. But don't be mad at Goodman for doing his job either. Lane Kiffin points out the absurdity of Nick Saban's latest claim Sean Payton needed Erin Andrews' advice about telling a player his wife was in labor. She wasn't. Tony Romo had the best time calling terrified cameraman's sideline reaction. Ashley Wagner has no one to blame but herself for not making the Olympic team. How to watch LaMelo and LiAngelo Ball's Lithuanian team play in Big Baller Brand Challenge games.